Do I want movies for seconds? Movies for minutes? Movies for hours? No, I want movies for days. Hi, this is Ryan Wilson, host of You Can Eat That Crust podcast. And when I want to go to a deep dive into a movie, I go to Movies for Days with your host, Professor Newman, laying down those ultra fantastic movies, those deep dives, and the best damn Nicolas Cage impression I have ever heard. So join Newman and his cast of rotating hosts as they bring you Movies for Days, another podcast brought to you by the You Run Podcast Network. Brought to you by the You Run Podcast Network. A nigga so misery ass off the stuff crust. Stuff crust, yeah, off the stuff crust. So much cheese gonna bust, yeah, off the stuff crust. Stuff crust, yeah, off the stuff crust. A nigga so misery ass off the stuff crust. Stuff crust, yeah, off the stuff crust. So much cheese gonna bust, yeah, off the stuff crust. What up, everybody? Welcome to the You Gonna Eat That Crust podcast. Your host with the most on the ones and twos. You know they call me Mount Crushmore. You know they call me the perfectly round pizza pie maker. It's your boy, Ryan Wilson. And with me tonight, motherfucking the mustard smuggler, Swagger Vance himself. It's your boy, Seamus. Seamus, what's good, baby?
Just don't put mustard on my pizza. Or do you put Parmesan on your perfectly round pizza?
Yeah, like shaved Parmesan. It's fancy shit.
Yeah. Greg, do you like Parmesan on your pizza?
I do not like Parmesan on my pizza. Keep
Greg
it off!
But what does he know? He puts pineapple on his pizza.
Oh.
And the man who's follically challenged, the sweatpants overlord, the diet of a 9-year-old boy. It's your boy, Greg Holloway. Greg, what's good?
His favorite snack is shark bites.
I love shark bites. Those are delicious. Some
Somehow
gushers, some shark bites.
Somehow you're still getting shark bites, even though they've been out of production for 15 years.
I know a guy. I got a shark bite guy.
Illegal shark bites. Would they happen to have a Delta 9 in them?
I want some pizzerias and some shark bites. Give me all, baby.
I think we need to go full force on this campaign to bring back pizzerias.
Yeah.
Dude,
Pizzerias and shark bites.
The Keebler elves were onto something.
Who else would do it but the You Gonna Eat That Crust podcast?
Exactly.
Sponsored by.
Clearly, we're gonna have to get into manufacturing and open a plant.
Good call, Seamus. Good call.
Some pizzerias with no Parmesan on them.
And we ship perfectly round pizzas. Pizza Crusty, make your own perfectly round pizza.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to Greg for the pizza, the free pizza, the better pizza of the two, by far.
Wow, you're just trying to hurt me now, and that's fine. If that makes you feel better, if that makes you feel good about yourself to hurt me as a friend, then I support that. Okay.
Your whole staff was like, or the people you work with were like, Ryan doesn't make pizza. How are you going to do this? You can't do this.
I knew I could. I've made pizza before. I just don't do it full time.
Greg had this cool trick where he like lifted it up and stuck it in the flame for a little bit for a little extra char. Just how I like it.
No flop.
No flop. Oh, you guys definitely need Barstool to come and review your pizzas. You guys would crush it, I think. I'm saying like an 8.7 you'd get. 8.6 maybe. I'd give it a 10. But...
You're an amateur rater, though.
No, I'm trying to see what he would give it. I would give it like probably a 9.3. It's pretty far.
Okay, so you're saying it's one of the best pizzas you've ever had in your life.
Yeah, delicious.
We crush fucking pizza, man.
Yeah, it's delicious. I mean, other than Connecticut, that's like some of the best pizza I've ever had. I love it. It's the best pizza around here.
I mean, I had it. It was okay.
Yeah, but you haven't really had it.
Yeah, but Ryan probably made your pizza.
I don't want to put anything down, but it didn't blow me away.
It took me in the bathroom and blew me.
Maybe Ryan made that pizza.
Yeah.
No, I don't make the goddamn pizza, okay? I'm the guy
one time I came in, you probably made it.
I make perfect hamburgers every time, all right? You understand? I make the macaroni and cheese, all right? You understand? I make the chicken sandwiches. I make all the sauces.
Your accolades and chefery. Well, you know that you're the best chicken man around.
I am the chicken messiah.
You just don't specialize in pizza, clearly.
I don't specialize in pizza, but I am capable of doing pizza. It's impossible to make Greg's shitty pizza good. Light cheese, light sauce, and burn it? That's some fucked up shit right there.
Well, you guys don't have pineapple, so I saw you out back pounding the beef.
Thanks, man.
You're doing a good job.
Yeah, well.
Well, speaking of pizza, I'm going to piggyback into this.
Great.
Wisconsin pizza shop apologizes after accidentally getting customers high with cannabis-infused dough.
Mm-hmm.
This happened at Famous Yeti's Pizza in Stoughton, Wisconsin. So apparently there had been like EMS reports of they notified the public health department because they had transported multiple people with symptoms who all reported eating at Famous Yeti's Pizza.
Eastern Mountain Sports.
So they had to issue an apology. Like, Yeti's community, it is with deep regret that we inform you of a potential contamination involving pizza sold between Tuesday, October 22nd, 4:30 p.m. and Thursday, October 24th, 12 p.m. After receiving reports from staff, Yeti's owner, and employees of unexplained physical reactions, we underwent an investigation with the Stoughton police and the local health officials. Today it was confirmed that the pizza had been sold with dough mistakenly prepared with Delta-9 contaminated oil. The oil accidentally used in the product originated from a shared kitchen space on the site Cooperative Commercial Kitchen. We want to assure you that all affected products have been destroyed. Boo! Famous Yetis is working closely with local authorities to improve our storage and security protocols to prevent this from happening again and to guarantee the safety of our customers. We sincerely apologize for any inconvenience or harm caused. If you were affected or have any questions, please reach out to Kale at Famous Yeti.
I did read this, and, I do feel for the victims of Pizzagate Part 2.
I don't see the problem. 2 fixes for the price of a pie. Buy one pizza, get a free high to go with it.
Then you want a second pizza right after. Like, man, why am I still hungry, man?
Whoa, man. It sounded like it happened at 4 o'clock, so somebody ate that pizza at like 4:20.
Yep.
Man.
I wonder if it was perfectly round.
Probably not. It's probably like triangle or starred shape.
Nobody at our age goes out of their way to smoke at 4:20.
I'm working at 4:20.
Right? I smoke at 4:20. And people in the industry do. I was always like, it's 4:20. We were like, sweet. When I was at work and I was working past 4, I would be like, it's 4:20.
I remember my first high.
Yeah, well, hey, it's just an excuse. It's 4:20 somewhere.
I smoke at 4:20 a.m. That's my peak time.
That's too early. But I'll give you, like, the wake and bake is the best high of the day, but then I'm like lazy for the rest of the day.
That destroys me. I don't go out of my way, but if it's 4:20 and I notice that I have weed in my hands, I'm gonna be like, oh, okay. I
get it because you smoke every 20 minutes.
Exactly.
I thought you were off the hooch.
I am.
Yeah, Greg's straight edge now, except the mushrooms and alcohol.
Just alcohol for me.
Well, speaking of mushrooms, actually, guys, I'm going to piggyback on to the mushroom story with a mushroom story.
Oh.
So we all know about the medical benefits of microdosing mushrooms. Am I right? Scientists have concluded that it helps with depression and all this fucking bullshit. So, that's great. More mushrooms for everybody.
That's great. I've been microdosing for like 2 years, and I feel better.
You're the grumpiest one on this podcast by far, though.
Yeah, imagine me with that when I'm not microdosing.
You should macrodose constantly. But there was a case in Austria, guys. A 37-year-old man consumed a large dose of psilocybin, and during a severe psychotic episode, amputated his penis using an axe. Jesus. The man, who had a history of depression and alcohol abuse, ingested 4 or 5 dried psilocybin mushrooms while staying alone in a secluded vacation home. Not long after consuming the mushrooms, the man began to experience terrifying hallucinations and delusions, which led him to take an axe and sever his penis into multiple pieces.
What the fuck?
The details of the event are unclear to the patient, as he did not fully remember what occurred. The man reportedly tied a piece of cloth around his genital area to control the bleeding, and placed the severed parts of his penis in a jar filled with snow. He then left the house, bleeding profusely in search of help. A passerby found him in a confused state and called for emergency services.
I need an explanation.
I just picture the guy who cut his arm off when he finally gets found. The Aaron Rothstein guy's like, I cut my arm off, and this guy's just like, "What? I cut my penis off."
Yeah, there was a reason for the arm though. What the heck was the reasoning on the penis?
Maybe his penis got stuck between two boulders, and he had to chop it off.
Oh, he just happened to have an axe in his hand when he was pinned between two boulders.
He imagined
Yeah,
it.
you wouldn't have the axe. You would have had to just rip it.
Ooh.
So upon arriving at the hospital, his penis was contaminated with soil and snow, and parts of the organ were severely damaged. Surgeons were able to save the glands, the tip, and about 2 centimeters of penile shaft, but the other parts are too damaged to fix.
Now he's got a small dick syndrome.
Yeah.
Franken dick.
It's alive!
The doctor's like, we were only able to save just the tip.
The tip. He's just got a little mushroom tip there.
Wow, it shrinks, huh?
Is that a big clit?
For obvious reasons, he doesn't refer to it as a mushroom tip.
And then I chopped off my mushroom tip.
Yeah, he pees in the dark now.
I think he probably pees in a bag now or something. I don't think he's
poor
gonna
bastard.
sit. I don't know if he has to sit down and pee now. I'd like.
I think he has to lay across the toilet.
Can you point it down? At the Dirty Head show, I was one mushroom away from cutting off my penis.
Your guy wouldn't have let you that happen.
Hey, my guy, I need a butter knife, my guy.
Yeah, this is terrible. I don't
Yeah,
know
it happens,
how
though,
much.
you know?
How many grams did he take?
I don't know. It said like 4 or 5.
Wow.
Like, just mushrooms.
You're not even
grams.
like hallucinating at that.
Yeah, he took 4 or 5 mushrooms. They could have been big ass mushrooms. He could have taken like a quarter or like maybe even more than that.
Because shrooms can get huge, but
Exactly. He like ate a half ounce probably. It sounds like,
Well,
and now he's got half an ounce of a penis.
all right, Greg, you got anything for us, or?
Yeah, 4 Californians were arrested for insurance fraud on November 13th for an incident that took place in January. Ruben Tamzarian, 26, Arat Shakarian, Vi Mercadekhan, and Althea Zuckerman filed insurance claims on 3 Mercedes cars complete with video, which they said had been damaged by a bear. The alleged attack took place while the cars were parked out at Lake Arrowhead, northeast of Los Angeles. The investigation determined the bear was actually a person in a bear costume, the insurance department said. The bear costume, paws, and metal hand tools that simulate claws were found in the suspect's home, officials said.
yeah, they found the suit after a search warrant.
Yeah. Some dipshits just dressed up as a bear and thought that was going to be fun. That she just drove to Maine and went in the woods and, put some honey on their car or something.
Thought that they were actually to get away with it as like a person in a bear suit.
Yeah,
It was barely believable.
Oh.
Hey.
They decided to search the local bear cave for Karen's reportedly missing limited edition Stanley Cup Glinda tumbler. And when that wasn't found, they deduced that it wasn't a real bear.
Shit. They're like, let's find out who this bear was, and they pull the head off like Jeremy Allen White.
Nice. Blake Henderson.
I just thought there was a Jerry Allen White look-alike contest.
Yeah, I saw that as well too.
Guy wasn't sad enough. He was smiling in the picture.
Yeah, he's pretty sad.
Yeah, he's very morose for Comedy of the Year show.
It's embarrassing.
Still have to check that show out.
All right, Seamus, what do you got?
Maryland woman dismembers her own mother with a chainsaw.
Fucking
Ooh.
bitch.
Terrifier.
Right
The
in the
eight-day trial for 46-year-old Candace Craig ended on Friday afternoon when the jury found Craig guilty on all counts. 71-year-old Margaret Craig was killed on May 23rd, 2023 by her daughter Candace Craig. They also believe her 19-year-old daughter Celia Hardy helped her mother, Candace Craig, try to dispose of the body. Hardy told authorities that her mother, Candace Craig, attacked the victim after Margaret Craig threatened to report Candace for fraudulent use of her credit card. The next day, Hardy discovered her grandmother's remains in a blue bin in her bedroom.
Yikes.
Investigators said the mother and daughter dismembered the victim with a chainsaw and allegedly attempted to burn her remains on a grill and a fire behind the home. Not the barbecue party most folks want to attend.
What you guys cooking back there?
Yeah, right. Her neighbor from the next unit comes out and is like, "What you cooking? Smells delicious."
Smells like grandma's home cooking.
Yo. So police discovered the crime 10 days later when officers were called to perform a welfare check at the home in the 200 block of Hill Road at around 1:35 p.m. after receiving a call from a relative who said he had not communicated with Margaret Craig for several days and was worried for her welfare. After her conviction, Candace Craig faces serious time in prison. In addition to the first-degree murder charge, Craig was convicted of second-degree murder, tampering with evidence, and disposing of a body in an unauthorized location.
In the grill.
You fucked. All because you were shady and stealing your mom's credit card and making purchases. Piece of shit.
Damn.
Yeah, well, that's not cool. Not cool at all.
Yeah, I mean, stealing from him is one thing, but yeah, killing her because she's gonna tell on you.
That's too bad. That happens, though, you know? It does happen. So there is a pig farm called the Midland Bacon Pig Farm in central Victoria. And basically there's a group of activists who are protesting this farm, thinking there was the pigs were being abused, physically assaulted. So the group of activists broke into the said pig farm and planted a camera to expose the cruelty that was being inflicted on the pigs.
Uh-oh.
Now,
These pigs getting butt
fucking-
fucked.
now Brad O'Reilly was...
This Black Mirror shit.
Yeah, well, you know, instead of seeing him physically assaulting the pig, they caught him, Brad O'Reilly, 30, sexually assaulting the pig.
Hmm.
And
Squeal like a pig, pig! Squeal like a pig, pig!
Are we talking fingers?
No, they got a video of him just dropping trow and going to town on this pig. There's footage of it online if you guys want to watch it. So,
I've seen it. It's called Black Mirror Episode 1.
So tempting, but
yeah, well, the pig's name was Olivia, and you know,
Olivia.
there's a big petition now to free Olivia, so we can all sign up for that. People are protesting still, and with big stuffed pigs, and
any
yeah.
pig therapists willing to donate their time and help Olivia get through this?
That sounds like a porn. Instead of Free Willy, it's Free Olivia. She's just a fat pig that he's fucking.
It sounds like a pork video.
Oh, sounds delicious. Minus the fuck.
X-rated pork videos.
Yeah, well, you know, life advice, folks. Don't fuck pigs. Don't.
Unless the pig is consenting. It sounds like Olivia did not like it or enjoy this.
You see him cuddling after by
Yeah,
candlelight.
well, the only way to know is if the pig befriends a spider who can then write words like, you know, with the
Hell.
webbing, saying like she says yes, and it was like, all right, that's all I needed.
That's a great sequel. Yeah, he's on mushrooms and shit. He's like, oh my god, the spiders tell me to fuck this pig.
I don't know. Should
Next
I?
thing you know, he chops it up and then you got sausage.
Yeah. The end. By Disney. Olivia's Web 2.
All right, Greg, what do you got?
Thessaloniki, Greece. A judge in northern Greece on Thursday imposed a suspended 1-month sentence on a man convicted of disturbing his neighbors by repeatedly sneaking into their properties to smell their shoes.
Wow, that's a kink.
Yep.
But you know, we don't kink shame here.
Yeah.
What was it? God damn it. Can't even think of his name now. The director.
Oh, Tarantino?
Yeah, Quentin Tarantino.
Quentin Tarantino was vacationing in Greece around that time. The 28-year-old Greek man told the Tholonsky court that he was unable to explain his behavior, which he said had caused him great embarrassment.
Does he like extra stinky shoes or
Of course.
women's shoes, men's shoes? What's he into?
The stinkier the better.
Nikes, Adidas,
He's more of a Crocs guy.
snakeskin boots, Crocs, huh? So he's just deranged and bad taste all around.
He likes to smell because all the smells are coming out of all the holes. He stressed he had no intention of breaking the law or harming anybody, and neighbors testified that he never displayed any sign of aggression during his nocturnal visits.
Well, that's good.
Now, if you leave your shoes outside your door, is that like free for anybody to sniff and not break? Is that not breaking a law?
It's like leaving cookies out for Santa Claus. Like, well, we know he's gonna come by anyway, so I'm gonna leave the stinkiest pair I got right on the porch.
It's like where they leave the pie in the windows in old cartoons, and like the stink lines would make them float off the ground.
He's like twinkling on his hands.
Oh shit!
That was like Pepe Le Pew when he smelled an ovulating or something.
The man was arrested before dawn on October 8th in the small town of Sindos, about 15 kilometers, 9 miles west of Tholonsky. Police had been called after a neighbor found the defendant in his front yard sniffing his family's shoes, which had been left outside to air out.
I just feel like if you know that you have a shoe sniffer in town, the nice thing to do is to leave your shoes outside so he doesn't go into your house.
Did he steal the shoes?
No, I think he just sniffed him.
What's more embarrassing, getting caught fucking a pig or sniffing a shoe?
I feel like sniffing the shoe is less embarrassing than fucking a pig.
Yeah.
Tomato.
Great. It's back to Seamus.
I just want to talk about Jizz Jewelry. Have you guys heard of this company from Canada?
Pearl necklaces?
Well, in this instance, it was a bracelet. So this woman went on a date with this dude, and she commented on his bracelet. And so he pulls out a UV light and starts shining on the bracelet, and it starts glowing, and there's all like little specks in it and stuff. And he proceeds to tell her that it's his jizz, and she's like, "What? Yeah, it's my jizz." You know, you send a sample to this company in Canada, and they send it back in a bracelet form with a UV light. And I'm just thinking, like, it's not a good first date idea. I mean,
what is this company doing with the rest of it? They must be taking like 10% of the jizz.
Apparently it stinks when they get it in the mail, and they stop doing it in the morning. They do it only after lunch. It's pretty gross. I don't know. Like I said, not a great first impression. You know, I prefer to offer my partner fresh jizz after a successful date.
Just a palmful. Yeah, how much you got to send if you want like a really fat necklace?
I mean, send as much as you can produce. You're just gonna pay more in shipping fees.
Well, all right. So,
like, yeah, you get like if you want like a Mr. T necklace.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Two chains. Want some?
I've been saving up for a year.
It's hard to send a milk jug in the mail.
That's biohazard waste.
A couple getting busy in their car nearly ended in tragedy after their SUV rolled into a Philadelphia river in the middle of the night while they were in the back seat. The lovebirds were having sex in a 2020 Range Rover near the Schuylkill River in Fairmount Park around 4:15 a.m. on Wednesday, when one of their limbs bumped into the SUV's gear stick. Moments later, the Range Rover tumbled over the edge and sank into the water about 2 miles from the Philadelphia City Hall. The unidentified couple jumped out of the SUV before the vehicle hit the water and plummeted beneath the surface, police told the outlet.
Like it fully submerged?
Neither was injured during the incident.
Why are they unidentified? Did they just for...
Well, it's kind of embarrassing.
Well, so what?
Maybe they're both married.
Yeah.
You know, why else are you going to be banging? Unless you're like a teenager or got something to hide. I mean, why else are you banging in a car? Why not? Would you be banging in a comfortable bed?
There has to be some kind of crime or whatever. Like they're using taxpayers' money to get the car out. I'm sure they just didn't leave the car in there. They had to like fish the car out.
How do you know they didn't have to pay for it?
That's what I'm saying. So they should have like outed him on the paper to make it more embarrassing for him.
Look, guys, I mean, maybe they got fucking 5 kids and they fuck whenever they get a chance. And they're like, you know what? It's date night. Kids are all at home being assholes.
Was
Let's
this you?
fuck in the SUV. I'm not disclosing any information.
Personal stories.
It's an unidentified couple, boys. I did know a guy that had a similar story though. He was in the back of a pickup truck with a cab on top of it. He was on the bottom getting busy with this girl. She was on top of him. And as he was about to climax, he kicked the bed of the truck and the tail swung down and cut off 3 of his toes.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah. Yeah, he limps now, Uncle Cliff. Not my uncle. That was just his name.
That was the loudest climax ever.
She's like, wow, I'm really good. So that happened.
Awful. Ugh. And doesn't sound like a clean cut either. I don't know if you can save those toes.
No. This is before that technology existed, the toe saving technology. All right, who's got more? Hit me. Greg, you done?
I got one more.
Great. Speak on it.
Emotional support alligator goes missing. Wally, a 6-foot-long gator, garnered a positive reputation for his friendly attitude, including his legal certification as an emotional support animal. He visits nursing homes, time spent visiting with the mayor of Philadelphia.
On taxpayer dollars?
Yes.
Is that it?
No. While Wally was in Georgia, a licensed trapper responded to a nuisance call, picked Wally up, and released him in a Georgian swamp. Wally's owner was pissed off. He had spent decades working with him and rehabilitating him.
Free Wally.
Yeah.
He's finally I'm out of that fucking pervert's household.
Yeah. There was some cuddling going on. But the owner is still looking for Wally. Wally, the emotional support alligator.
Wally's happy and safe now. He's not coming back.
Also, cat receives an honorary doctorate. Vermont State University recently awarded Max the cat a doctorate of literature.
Speaking more waste of taxpayer dollars.
For his exceeding friendliness. Max lives with a human family near the campus, but spends his days befriending college students, according to the Huffington Post.
That's it? It's just a friendly cat, so they gave him a doctorate?
I really just wanted to say a literature.
The bar is real low for doctorates these days, I guess. Who's out there looking for this fucking alligator anyway?
We should.
I'm not going to approach an alligator. Like, are you Wally?
Right.
Wally.
Good Samaritan gets his fingers chopped off because he mistakenly thought that was Wally.
Yeah. Good Samaritan gets his penis bitten off while on mushrooms, looking for an emotional support alligator.
He saved the penis by putting it in a jar of cats with doctorates.
Only a cat with a doctorate can save that penis.
So I guess that's all the news we have for Right Meow. Well, sometimes, guys, it's nice just to shoot the shit,
Yeah.
Talk.
Catch you later.
What the fuck? All right. Well, we want to thank everybody for listening. You're all beautiful, beautiful people. Thank you to our Patreon supporters. First and foremost, you guys are the shit. And we are running with the You Run Podcast Network. There's all the dopeness on there. Chavis.
Yeah. We love you all. Mwah, mwah. Thank you for listening.
Yep. Find us on Spotify, Apple Pod, YouTube, that Blue Sky place, or whatever it is. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook. And if you want to donate to our Patreon, get some early access episodes, that would be awesome as well. And of course, if you want to leave us a review, we'd appreciate that.
Yeah, 4.8 stars.
4.8.
Yeah.
Crust.
Pretty good pizza. That's like Ryan's pizza, while Greg's was a 5. It would have been a 5 if you didn't put them Parmesan flakes on there. I picked them off though; they were easily picked off. I kept on opening the box. I'm like, are they going to melt onto the cheese? I hope so, because I don't like uncooked cheese.
I'm sorry. I thought you were an adult for 5 seconds. I apologize for that.
No. I'm a young go hard.
Yeah, totally. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for listening. And remember,
In
Crust, we trust.
Listen to us, young blowhards.
Hmm.
Or
Write
not,
me out.
Middle-aged blowhards.
I'm 35.
Yeah, I'm a stuff crust. A nigga something mystery, yeah, I'm a stuff crust. Stuff crust, yeah, I'm a stuff crust. So what you choose, gonna bust, yeah, I'm a stuff crust. Stuff crust, yeah, I'm a stuff crust. A nigga something mystery, yeah, I'm a stuff crust. Stuff crust, yeah, I'm a stuff crust. So what you choose, gonna bust, yeah, I'm a stuff crust.